A moment of reflection. Hello, my fellow Kenyans. When a leader of a country has failed, it is time to call for a new election. When a leader of an organization has failed, it is also time to call for a new election. When a CEO of an organization has failed, it is time to be fired. When the leader of a corporate or an organization and the system has failed, a new system has to be put in place. My fellow Kenyans, I have had enough time to analyze the situation of our Kenyan football, and I must say time and time again that Kenyan football has failed, Kenyan football leadership has failed, Kenyan football system has failed. And what am I advocating for? It is just exactly the same thing I talk about, that a new football system, a new way of running football in Kenya, a new way of governing football in Kenya is the only way that is going to save our Kenyan football. As you know, my fellow Kenyans, Zambia has been sent a letter by FIFA, almost exact copy of the letter that Kenya has, that tells you federations that are having problems in Africa, FIFA has a very good letter for them. Yeah, with a little bit of change of words, but more or less the same issues. What does this tell us? This tells us that in Africa, we have a serious football problem. And this is not new. FIFA talked about CAF, and it is said that CAF has issues, CAF has serious problems, and you know, somebody from FIFA was located at CAF in Egypt for 6 months from the AFCON time last year to restructure CAF. So that tells you that our federations are full of problems. If that is CAF, and it is supposed to manage football in Africa, how about individual federations in different countries, my fellow Kenyans? This is why I keep saying it is critical that we have a holistic approach into our Kenyan football so that we can sort it once and for all. But I must say that we must change and sort the system itself. All the problems that we are seeing, all the problems that we are experiencing, all the problems related to football elections that we see every 4 years is as a result of our system. Yeah, because if you talk about the presidency, we elect the football president, and then few years down the road, we are complaining. We elect the NEC member, then few years down the road, we are complaining. We elect the branches chairman, and then few years down the road, we are complaining. This tells you that it is the system that is wrong, but that system allows people who cannot manage football being involved in Kenyan football leadership. And what do I mean? Start by the football president. What do we talk about the football president in Kenya? One must own a football club in Kenya, even professional club, Premier League club, Super League club, all be involved in the management of high-end clubs in Kenya. What that does, I have no problem with that. But my problem is this: if we say that a president can own a professional football club in Kenya, that is the beginning of the rot. That is the beginning of conflict of interest, because when the time comes and the president is elected and he owns or is associated with a club within the Kenyan professional football, and I'm saying professional football because that's where the main focus is. If someone owns a small grassroots club huko mashinani, it doesn't matter. That club, the small clubs huko mashinani, they will not be counted as conflict of interest. It is the top end club, because those clubs require a lot of money, and they will always raise speculations about whether the president is using the finance correct within the federation, or he or she is channeling money to his club or the club that he's associated with. So that's number one conflict of interest. That is where it is start. And for us Kenyans, we have not seen fit to talk about this, to speak real issues that are linked with this conflict of interest. Now you look how the NEC members, in Kenya are are put into possession. Again, they come there, sometime as you hear these words, team change, team blue. So right now I can tell you, if any election took place, the entire NEC member will be team blue. The president will be team blue. Then you go down to the branches, the chairman will be team blue. So we have people from the same group, from the same camp, now running our football. What is wrong with that? It is because they become yes men. Whatever the president wants, they become yes men. When is the last time you had someone from the NEC, the NEC member criticizing the president, the NEC member criticizing a decision that has been made by the president? They always support, wrong or right decision, they always support. What does this tell you? This NEC executive council, it is made of yes men, men who cannot say no to anything that the president say. Is that what we want for our football? No. You go down to the county, to the county branches, the chairman there, they also become the yes men of the president. They never say no to anything. Even now, you look around the Kenyan media, everyone who is coming and saying, oh, FKF is doing well, normalization committee is not needed, you go and look, they are team blue. And I'm not saying that we need the normalization committee or we don't. I'm not going into that. I'm just saying, look the people who are speaking out. Just look all those. Just look within the media, you'll see. If it's a referee who's talking about something good about FKF, it's a team blue. You look the coaches, they are team blue. You listen to the NEC member, they are team blue. You listen to the county branches chairmen who are talking and saying that football in Kenya is okay, they are team blue. So whether you want to believe in what I'm saying or not, we have a lot of issues in Kenya linked to conflict of interest, and that is what makes people be put in places where they are not good to govern our football. So my fellow Kenyans, unless we decide to change this, unless we decide to tackle our football problems head on, we are going to remain in this quagmire where nothing is working, but yet we keep beating drums and singing about football presidents. I'm saying this, before Nick Mwendwa we had Nyamweya. People hated Nyamweya and they thought Nyamweya has destroyed our football. Here we are, 4 years down the road, since Nick Mwendwa was elected, people in Kenya are hating him. Yeah, that he has destroyed our Kenyan football. Before them, you know, we had Akina Peter Kenneth, we had Akina Maina Kariuki, we had Akina Hatme. All that tells you something, because our football has not developed. If you look along, what is wrong? It is not just the people who are elected. It is the system itself must be changed. This will even help the future football presidents, that they will inherit a federation that works well, a football system that works for the country. Seriously, if you listen right now, the complaints that are coming from the grassroots, everybody is angry. No one is happy with FKF, not FKF president, NEC members, branches, chairmen, hata ukienda huko kwa sub branch, no one is happy. So why are we lying ourselves? Why do people want to die in this FKF possessions, especially at the national office? Is it because FIFA money is coming there in big amounts, and that money need people to plan how to spend it? Because if you ask me, FKF is not making any money as a corporate. They are making nothing. But when you come, when you come into the expenditure, you will see how much money is being spent. Something is not right, and I will keep saying this. We must confront the ghost of our Kenyan football. Our Kenyan football has been destroyed. It will continue to die as we wait decisions from FIFA. FIFA will do nothing. It writes the same letter to every country. So the interest of our Kenyan football must rest within us. It is us Kenyans who should come with a solution, and we must stop living in denial. This is something that I keep telling FKF leadership. Stop living in denial. We have problems, and we have so many sycophants. People are sending me messages that means nothing in my Facebook. I'm asking them real questions about our Kenyan football. I'm asking them financial queries that I have in relation to FKF. I have serious financial queries in regard to FKF expenditure. And don't get it wrong, I'm an accountant. So when I speak, serious issues of financial queries, I know what I'm talking about. But no single person has come out of FKF to answer me any single question. All they do is to say, keep quiet, you are making noise, you just talk. I don't just talk. Answer me the questions that I'm seeking answers for. These are serious questions, and there will be no rest until these questions are answered. My fellow Kenyans, we are in for a surprise. What is the surprise? We must change our football system, our football leadership. We cannot carry on like this. Our global reputation is so bad. No corporate want to work with Kenyan football because the allegations of corruption, whether they are real or perceived, they are destroying our football. Global image, global perception for our football is key. Without this, no sponsor will come to sponsor our Kenyan football. Hence, you have the clubs going bankrupt. KPL for the last 3 years, no sponsor want to come in. Harambee Stars has no sponsor since 2017. Hawana kit sponsor. We are buying kit for our national team. What is this? So let us stop living in denial. We have issues and we cannot sort the issue of election. Then the next year we are sorting the issue of finance. The year after that we are dealing with the NEC member or the president. We want a holistic approach where all the problems are dealt with once and for all. My fellow Kenyans, I'm Gakonga, your coach and the pioneer of Vision Total Football Kenya. A luta continua. I live in peace, I'm gone.